Let's get started reviewing your Do Now. Notice today we flipped all the way over to page S30. We didn't start on the front. That was making sure that you were reading your Do Now and actually jumping to what you needed to do. You are asked to get started on exercises 1 through 3. That's this page. Starting with number 1, it says, using the rule of subtraction, rewrite the following subtraction sentences as addition sentences and solve. Use the number line below if needed. So there's 4 number sentences. Right now they're subtraction. I'm going to rewrite them as addition and use the number line if needed. This was to jog your memory of how subtraction works with negative numbers and positive numbers. So you should have written each of these as an addition sentence. 8 minus 2 is the same as 8 plus negative 2. You could have drawn that if you wanted. 8 plus negative 2 makes 6. 4 minus 9, that's 4 minus 9. Make sure we're circling where we land. That's the same thing as 4 plus negative 9. Negative 3 minus 7. Negative 3 plus negative 7. Negative 9 plus 2. This one's different. When we subtract a negative, we get a positive. When we subtract a positive, we can change it to adding a negative. But when we subtract a negative, we change it to adding a positive. This makes negative 7. Negative 9 plus 2, negative 9 plus 2 makes negative 7. Give yourself a check for everyone you got right and scroll down. Find the differences. Negative 2 minus negative 5. We're no longer using a number line. We're going to change the minus negative to a plus positive. Negative 2 plus 5 is 3. Once again, we're going to change the minus negative to a plus positive. 11 plus 8 is 19. Then once again, we're going to change a minus negative to a plus positive. Negative 10 plus 4 is negative 6. Lastly, number 3 says, write 2 equivalent expressions that represent the situation. Write 2 equivalent expressions that represent the situation. What is the difference in their elevations? An airplane flies at an altitude of 25,000 feet. A submarine dives to a depth of 600 feet. Let's see, altitude, depth, and this is below sea level. I'm actually going to draw a little picture using a vertical number line. It also kind of makes me think about what this would look like in real life. A plane is way up here at 25,000 feet. Maybe this is the ground, which is 0. And then the submarine is way down here, 600 feet below sea level, which is negative 600. I'm trying to find the difference in their elevations, and I'm going to write 2 equivalent expressions. I know that the difference is also known as the distance between the 2. So I'm looking for this distance between the 2. Right off the bat, I can already see that I could find it because this is 25,000 and this is 600. So I know that this distance will be 25,000 plus 600. I also know that if I'm starting at 25,000 and going down, I'm subtracting, and I'm going down to negative 600. So these are two equivalent expressions. These are two expressions. They're equivalent. They're equal. Minus a negative is the same thing as plus a positive. To find their difference in elevation, which is 25,600 feet. Get that written down and flip the page. Oh, actually, make sure that you're going backwards. We're going to go to example 2, which is on page S28.